Actually, some news around crypto anyone should be going to. This is where the focus is going to happen. It is such an important region and everyone was losing their mind. How do you find a project? How do you cut through? There's so much noise in the market. Guys, this would be huge. This is where crypto adoption is still growing. You need to be looking. Good morning guys, it's Tim from FNGO, the channel that brings you everything from the world of crypto, sports, news and lifestyle. And happy Tuesday guys, hope everyone's having a great second day of the week. Today we are diving off with a little bit of sports news actually some news around crypto.com. For anyone that doesn't know, Crypto.com is a massive exchange and they've been sponsoring Formula One. They've been sponsoring a whole load of sports titles, and Crypto.com want to sponsor more sports after Formula One Miami. So Crypto.com aims to sponsor more sports after committing to the title sponsor of Formula One's Florida event. So look, we know guys from the last bull run that we saw so many of these big crypto brands come into sports and sponsor them. We saw a whole load of NFTs, we saw a whole load of rubbish that really came into the sports space. And this is one of the things that this channel is trying to do, is trying to really change and bridge that gap between the sports audience and the crypto audience. Because let's be real here, there is a real negative factor and there's a real negative connotation with sports fans and cryptocurrency. And rightly so, because ultimately it was sports fans that were the ones that lost most of the money in the last bull run and in the last crash, because of all these poor projects that were coming in, all of these sports clubs taking all this money from the bad crypto companies, and then ultimately it was sports fans that were investing in it. And then when they crashed, when NFTs lost their value, it was sports fans that were the ones that were left holding a pile of rubbish. Saying that, Crypto.com have been one of the more stable exchanges, especially around their sports sponsorship. So crypto firms obviously have been sponsoring sports events. We know that there was the big collapse of FTX in 2020, and obviously that was being pushed by celebrities all over the world. But Crypto.com are partners with the NBA, they're also partners with Paris Saint-Germain, UFC, Australian Football League, and actually Eminem recently narrated a tweet and an ad for the exchange during the NBA playoffs. So they've even had people like Eminem. I think they had Matt Damon at one point. Fortune favors the brave, I think his ad was. I think this is really good news. Crypto.com have been around for a while. They have good stability in the market, hopefully, from what we can see. It's interesting to see they postponed their planned retail expansion in South Korea. So that could be why that they're looking to focus on other markets. I think this is good news for the sports sector. I think Crypto.com is quite easy for you guys. If you're new into crypto, it's quite easy for you to start trying to buy and sell. Probably the layout is a little bit easier and more user-friendly than diving into something like Binance anyway. Speaking of crypto events, we've got the Crypto Expo Dubai 2024. The countdown begins. Look guys, obviously we had Token 2049 over in Dubai, which was the big event. Then you have Blockchain Life here, but the Crypto Expo 2024 is kicking off on May 20th and May 21st. We at FNGO are going to be at the event, so if you're there, please come down, please find us. We would love to talk with you. We'd love to share with you what we are doing. Speaking of what we are doing, if you guys could do one little favor, and that would be if you could like the video, if you could share the video, if you could subscribe to the video, it would massively help me out. It would massively help the channel out, and I really do appreciate it. Speaking again of events, something that anyone should be going to 100%, Istanbul Blockchain Week. So where Web3 innovation thrives. So 13th and the 14th of August in the Hilton Bomonti Hotel, you can go to Istanbul Blockchain Week. It is an amazing event. I've been to it a couple of times. I've spoken at the event. Look, it's really shaping Web3 in Turkey and beyond. Istanbul Blockchain Week stands as the premier annual event nestled in Istanbul. Amazing speakers there. They've got Animoca, they've got 1inch, they've got Far from Paris Saint-Germain, they've got MasterCard, Crypto Banter, Vinek from Cypher Capital by a company called EAK Digital that I know super well. But look, guys, if you log on now, you can get your early bird word 50, you get 50% discount for attending. So look, and they've got some great sponsors that are going there. So again, we're going to be at the event, but I highly suggest you guys try and get down to Istanbul, turn it into a holiday as well. Why not? 13th to the 14th of August in Istanbul Blockchain Week. Make sure you do not miss it. On to other news. BitGet, which is a crypto exchange wallet, they saw a 300% growth in the MENA, Egypt, and KSA region. Now, I've been talking about this the whole time. MENA, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Egypt, this is where the focus is going to happen. This is where there is such a big rise. This is where crypto adoption, especially in somewhere like Egypt, especially somewhere like Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, is still growing. It's still in its infancy, and you need to be looking as a brand into this region. Something that we do, and one of my companies, Capital Block, we actually help brands enter this space. It is such an important region for you guys. Super bullish news, in my opinion, that they saw a 300% growth. Now, they don't say what that 300% growth is. That could have gone from 1 to 3, 1 to 4, and that could have been a 300% growth. Still really positive, and you need to be looking into Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for sure if you're a project. We also saw some nice positive price movement. So we saw Bitcoin jump up to about 65 amid the Fed report and ETF inflows yesterday. So look, only a week ago, guys, we were sitting down at 57, 56, and everyone was losing their mind. However, we're back now up to like 63. So if we look at the price now, we are hovering at 63,100. So if you can see, we went up to about 65 yesterday. So we had our lows only a couple days ago of 56,400, but now we're well up and we're sitting around 63. We closed above 62, which is a good sign. It's a bullish sign. So I think we're going to continue. There's a fair value gap here up until 66, and then there's another fair value gap up until 69. Obviously, we know we've got a lot of resistance up around the 70, 71. We have a lot of sell orders up around here. So what I think we may do, we may come down and fill this fair value gap. So we may come back down to like 60 and then rise back up, and then I think we'll hit some resistance around here and then eventually break that up. That's my opinion, not financial advice, not anything. Guys, look, one of the things that we're going through and trying to cut through the noise of the crypto space is difficult. And I fully understand that for any project out there, for looking at like, how do you find a project? How do you cut through? There's so much noise in the market. But one of these big things that we're saying at the moment is the future of Web3 rewards, the role of AI in better airdrop campaigns. So what we're kind of seeing is we're seeing this marketing fi, almost this new narrative coming out called marketing fi, the new marketing paradigm with transparent economy, fair value distribution between companies, creators, and users. We're seeing a lot of companies are using airdrops. They're using something called social farming in Web3. So Web3 startups saw and still use airdrops as an easy way to attract users and potential investors. Derived from the same mindset, social farming, known as bounty airdrop, adds unique task gamification to the mix. So it's a new way for you as a product to basically give people your tokens before you launch or as you are launched to follow you. The only problem with this is you then get kind of people that are just doing these airdrop hunters, as they're known. So they're following the project and they're not necessarily fans of your project. So once they get the reward, you add sale pressure and then your price can go down, and then you lose that because they're not a long-term loyal customer. That's kind of one thing, but it's something to kind of look at. And also AI Web3 marketing, this is something we've been looking into to really understand how you can use AI-powered analytics to incentivize genuine community interaction. So yeah, this is something for you to look into if you're a project. Now, back to ETFs. So we spoke a couple of days ago about how the Hong Kong ETF on its first day only had an inflow of $11 million. Well, a trade agreement between China and Hong Kong could allow mainland investors to access BTC ETFs in Hong Kong. Guys, this would be huge. If we could get China to access the ETFs in Hong Kong, that would be crazy, because at the moment they're not able to access anything, and we know how important China can be from pushing the Bitcoin price. So this would be super interesting, and it would be great to see this happen. It's been a bit quiet on the ETF front in Hong Kong at the moment, but let's see what happens. And then finally, guys, the SEC punt Galaxy Spot ETF decision to July. So the Securities and Exchange Commission has delayed the decision for Invesco Galaxy's application for an Ether ETF. Next deadline will be on the 5th of July. Guys, look, this is coming. ETFs are coming. I keep saying ETFs are coming with Ethereum. Get Ethereum, hold Ethereum, not financial advice, but that's what I'm doing because we've seen what happened with Bitcoin. And when people, it may not be as quick, it may not be as strong, but it will go. Ethereum is sitting at 3,000. It's going to rise, going to go plus 10. I just know it will, but no financial advice there anyway. These guys are coming, like they're pushing it back, but it is coming. Finally, just a quick sweep of the cryptocurrency prices. We've seen a nice bounce from Solana to 5% in the last 24 hours, 13% in the last 7 days. So that's held pretty well over the turmoil of everything else. Bitcoin is at 63, Ethereum at 3,000. So all of the prices, no major moves. So a couple of single digit moves, kind of some red still across the board in the last 24 hours, just going a bit sideways after the pump. Anyway, guys, that's it from me this morning. Thank you so much for your time. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the video. It will massively help me out. I really do appreciate it. If you like the content, please comment below. If you hate the content, please tell me what you would like to see. We'll see if we can fit that into the video. My name's Tim from FNGO, and I will see you all tomorrow. Take care. Bye.